Hello! So, we know you guys might be torn between us and the Demon Hunters live podcast Q&A thing. We were originally going to also do that, essentially do that for a half an hour, then come back and do the podcast. However, we're having some technical difficulties on our end getting connected to the Demon Hunters podcast with Don. So I think we're just going to go ahead and start this guy. So I guess keep him up in two windows, or however you want to do it. We would love, of course, to get your questions, so feel free to stick around. If you do want to kind of jet over there for a bit, we're still doing a little bit of setup here. I have to go get some water. Scott's got to get the recording going. So, feel free to pop over, pop back, kind of like Tuesday nights on NBC and Fox, I guess. Were those the two channels that had the competing good shows?
I think so.
Yeah, so we'll just go with that. This, keep in mind, the late 8 p.m. podcast time is probably going to change once Scott's done with Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, which is next weekend. So we should be able to pull this back earlier to maybe a 6 o'clock time or something around that pretty regularly, right? Or whatever you guys want. Tell us.
Yeah.
Tell us what we'll put a poll up. What time would you want to tune into the live stream?
Be careful. Let's give them options.
Well, yeah, duh. What time would you want to that we are available?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
obviously.
I mean, I would love to get Lotta and Paula and anybody who's
right
on the other side covered. Other side.
Right.
Everyone's on the other side because we're on this side.
Thank you, Michael. It is all about Scott. We've said that before.
We have.
Yeah.
That and I don't like to work.
Yeah. But who cares about? Who cares about Demon Hunters? It's all about Scott.
Yeah. Yes.
You gonna take that bird back from him there? Retracted.
No. He knows what it's for.
Oh.
He knows what it's for.
Well, no. So I'm gonna go get some water.
Okay.
Scott's gonna get this. I think you're almost set up, right?
Yeah, I'm just shoving pizza in my face.
Shove some pizza in your face, like that Frozen song.
Mm-hmm.
Only it's chocolate. And I'll be back.
Suppose I could entertain everyone by eating on camera, but...
do.
Huh?
Please do entertain everyone.
Okay. I will now do my rendition of a hungry guy eating pizza. Just a sec, I need to work up for this. Mmm. Pizza, good.
Oh, I was going to ask you, are you going to be able to take me home tonight by chance? Because I got dropped off. That's a yes?
Yeah.
All right.
Taking Andy home.
Oh, baby.
I feel like I'm sitting, but I'm standing. Hello, world. Laura says this time is good. This is going to be confusing.
Yes.
What's happening at the same time as doing it. Yeah. Sorry,
and we know that. And that was... Don already kind of apologized. Because he didn't realize that it was at the same time.
Apparently it's not all about Scott with Don.
No. Though, it should all be about Sam Hell.
It should be.
It should be.
Okay. I'll stop now.
One more bite. Do you know our number off the top of your head?
47.
47. Yeah, we'll talk about that. We should talk about that question that came up from Dennis right away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, you got a text.
Oh.
Michael asks, is that bird because I didn't send you a script?
Yes.
I'm assuming you mean prescription.
No.
Oh.
Puppets.
I like puppets.
And
a lot.
porn.
I like porn and puppets. We actually have a puppet burlesque here, so.
We do?
Yeah, we do. I'll send you a link. 47.
47.
47.
I hope not to burp. I feel one coming on though.
I hope for no such thing.
Okay.
And here we are.
Number 47.
47.
Big 4-7.
The Skidoo.
This is the My Year podcast.
This is the Your Year podcast. We had mine 10 podcasts ago.
Yes.
But, you know.
Who's counting? Whoa.
Yo, nice.
Is that a little hot mic?
We're counting because we have to keep incrementing that fucking number.
Yeah.
So I guess we're counting. So again, we are Bardcasting live. Oh yeah, we are also two Bards. But we are Bardcasting live, video streaming.
We need to trademark that, Bardcasting.
Oh, we should.
I hadn't done that yet.
Do it.
That's...
All right.
Oh, yeah.
That zipper you heard is not our pants.
You got the brown too?
I got the brown too. I'm not a plebe.
I thought you were going to get the blue.
Why would I get the blue? This color's where it's at.
Really?
Stone.
Okay.
This is the stone.
Just what? Oh, pizza.
So anyway, that sound that you heard was us unzipping our hoodies to expose our Two Bards t-shirts.
Oh, that's right. We're doing this on the...
Thank you, Seth.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now, if you haven't gotten around to it, I think the survey is still open. Go to our Facebook page. There is a survey link. I think if you go to tinyurl.com/Bard shirt, you can take the survey about the t-shirts that we were sort of pimping hard a while ago, and tell us what would have gotten you to purchase one. We're talking about potentially making another run just like the Love Boat.
Mm-hmm.
Though I don't know how soon it will be. The t-shirts. Soon we'll be making another run. The t-shirts. Get on your computer and order one.
Wow, nicely done.
Yeah. So please go check that out. Fill it out with any wants, desires, dreams,
hopes,
stocking,
dash,
sort of stalkerish nightmares you have. Any of that jazz. Throw it in that survey, and hopefully we will be able to accommodate you with another run of the Two Bards t-shirts.
And
we
do promise this next time, although we don't know what our color limitations will be.
Right.
We will have fitted female tees.
Yes. Hopefully.
No,
definitely.
Yeah.
It's a very nice fabric too.
It is.
Really
it's light.
It's light. It's got that sort of suede-ish feel, even though it's cotton. Mm-hmm. It's a jersey, but it's got a suede-ish feel to it. It's very nice t-shirt. You should get one.
It's the color.
Even if you want to scrape off our logo, just to have the t-shirt.
Yeah, because it's
fine with us.
It's a quality t-shirt.
Yeah, it is.
Good luck scrape it off the logo though.
So I'm going to take a quick look at our live stream here.
You should.
I am.
Because I can't. It's too small. For my ancient eyes.
Yeah. So Aaron Jackson brings up that your finger click gunning is sort of that's the one. Staple of the podcast now.
Oh.
Don't know how to feel about that. I might get a shock collar for you.
It might be a staple of the video cast, but it's definitely not a staple of the podcast yet.
You've heard it, though, the last, 4 times. It has.
You have heard it, but numerically, 4 of 47 does not.
All right, yeah. Well,
but for the podcast, I mean, I can keep going.
No.
When we get to the 80s, then it will have been a precedent.
Okay, all right.
Or not.
I'm still going to get a shock collar for you.
Okay.
It'd be great.
It'll just be drool. How do you get that on?
So we are going to put it out to you guys listening. We're actually probably going to make a Facebook poll.
Oh.
But what time would you want to tune in to a video version of the podcast?
Yes.
Obviously, you can tune in after it happens at any time because we post them along with the audio. But if you would like to interact with us directly live, please tell us what time. Well, we'll get the poll out because there are certain times that are not going to work for us. So we'll get the poll out. Go to our Facebook page. I think right after this we can probably get the poll set up.
You bet.
Fill it out. Let us know when you would prefer to watch us. We know when our watchers prefer to watch us because they are watching us right now and they tell us.
They are.
But we want to know when the rest of you are interested in saying hi.
And for those of you who may just be getting this podcast via your phone or some app, if you go to our website, you go to the audio podcast page.
twobards.com. Click on
/
just twobards.com. Click on the podcast button.
Click on the podcast.
Click on the codpast. kick on the plod flask. Click on our cods fast.
I'm supposed to say in the show, eventualities have to be considered.
Eventualities have to be considered.
Eventualities, very easy E word.
Right.
I could not think of it twice in the last 4 shows.
Wow.
And I got, now I can't even think of the word that I got, but it was about 7 syllables long. Started with an E, sort of meant close to the same thing. All I can think of is ecclesiastical, but that's not the word. Exigencies. Exigencies have to be considered. That's the one I got. Not things need to be considered.
Which would be an easy grasp.
Much easier.
Yeah.
But I was like, E-word, 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 exigencies.
Wow.
4 syllables, but
well, you just did.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, so go to the podcast page, and there are links for the stereo. Well, you can stream it. Mm-hmm.
You stream the stereo version. The stereo version is on streaming.
You can download the stereo version.
Yes.
You can download the mono version.
For those of you who listen to one headphone. Curtis.
Though we don't advise it. It's much better if you get 2 ear holes.
It's better in stereo, but some people have really shitty cars.
Yeah, that's true. So. Then we have the Bardtastic Bardalink Bard Knowledge.
Yes, our Bardic Knowledge Superlink, which is the annotations put together by Seth. You can find basically right next to the podcast when it goes up is a link to a not yet created page.
Correct.
And within a day usually that page is full of wonder, knowledge, and edumatainment.
Yes.
That's the E word you're going to be pulling out of your ass.
I'm trying to say ribaldry with bards, but it's not working.
Ribardaldry?
Yes, I like that.
All right.
It's better than bardaldry. Sounds like a stupid butler.
Yeah, I was going to say Bartledry sounds like someone's sidekick in a Victorian vampire.
Oh,
come, Bartledry! Yes.
And then next to that link is the video link.
The video link.
Or the vodcast link.
Vodcast link.
That's what I called it. I don't even remember what I call it. I just copied and pasted. So.
Yeah, I hear you.
But yeah, you can watch all of this crazy
these shenanigans with their terrible audio.
I say that.
Shenanigans or terrible audio?
Shenanigans.
Next one you fucker says shenanigans. I'm going to pistol whip you.
There's any peculiar shenanigans going on here behind my back? Well, I'm not a corporation lawyer for nothing. Not corporate lawyer. No, Tennessee. I did not know that. I said corporate for a long time. Nope. I went back and looked at the script. Corporation lawyer.
There you go.
So
let's talk a little bit about our weeks. I'm more interested in the up and coming week than the previous week because your previous week has been
the
show, and your up and coming week is kind of going to be the show.
Oh,
but yeah, go ahead.
I also found out that I am not qualified
for much at all
to be data entry.
Are you overqualified to be data entry?
I don't know. We haven't. Did I don't think I've talked to you about this.
You talked to me about the hold on, air quotes, interview you took.
Yes.
Which is ridiculous. But my understanding was you were too independent. You were too independent for them.
Oh, that would be great, but that's not what I got in my lovely email.
Oh, okay.
My rejection letter. It just said, "Hey, thanks for coming out. We're sorry, but we're not gonna hire you right now." And the last sentence was, "We with you."
Oh, we with you.
We with you the best in your future endeavors. So I sent an email back and said, "Hey, thank you very much for letting me know. I appreciate your follow through. Is there anything that I did or did not do that I can be looking at in my next interview? Because I thought that I had achieved all the objectives that you set forth and was fairly accurate." Speaking of accuracy, in case this is a boilerplate type letter, you might want to change the last sentence to, "We wish you the best in your future endeavors."
That doesn't sound very asshole-ish.
I have not gotten an email back, and it's been almost a week. Tuesday, when it will have been a week, I'm going to send another one that is more strongly worded. So, Mr. Bender, I hope you didn't tell them that you know me. And if you did, you should tell the jackass to send me an email by Monday.
Call Scott before Monday is over, Brian.
Yes. Or I will erupt all over.
Gross, but all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, my up-and-coming week, while being a crazy hiring week at work. Sorry, it's not the. We would have to send an I with you luck email because there's a very specific set of competencies, and yours are all.
I don't have any of them. I is not competent.
Are you confusing competent and continent again?
Probably.
Well, shit.
Not well spoken either.
So after that fun week of hiring and this attiring, I will be at Emerald City Comic Con.
Yes, you will.
ECCC. At booth, I want to say 1515.
That number strikes me as familiar.
Well, it might strike you as familiar because of the monsters, but that's 1313, Mockingbird Lane. But I'm pretty sure it's 1515. It's the Zombie Orpheus, Thunder Frog, and another guy booth. We will be selling Zombie Orpheus items. We will have Glitch on hand. And I will have secretly stowed away in my possession four limited 4 copies signed by cast and crew. So these are the backer copies. So for 50 American dollars, which is the cost of the backer reward, you can cash only, because this can't go through the Zombie Orpheus stuff because it's not brand new and it's not in their stock and all that. So it's just me. So $50 cash in hand will get you one of 4 signed copies of Glitch Season 1 Edition DVD.
Awesome.
Yes.
So this means and confirms the fact that you're not going to come see me in the show.
This does, in fact, confirm that I don't like driving to Olympia. But it also confirms I will not be coming to see you in the show. Have closer shows.
Have a theater that pays me.
Well, we're at an impasse.
Bo.
Damn it. I come to see you in the Bo shows.
I know.
I don't have a car, and I'm not fucking busing to Olympia.
Well, I know, but there's other people who haven't seen it that could give you a ride. Brian, Nathan, Christian. Assholes, one and all.
My God.
Except for Brian.
Oh, right.
Because he's probably watching.
No, Brian's nice.
Yes, he is. And Tiffany did come to see it.
See?
Tiffany came to see the show.
Wow. Way to show up your husband.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I know.
Man, that's fancy.
It is.
So.
Oh, remind me.
Reminding.
Just say Kindle when we're done.
Just say Kindle.
Kindle.
Okay, I will say Kindle when we're done.
Do we have more questions?
I don't think we have more questions. I think they're all leeching off to the dead gentleman thing, which I understand. I sternly look at you, but I understand. I am disappointed, but that's okay. I'm just saying we've been here.
Oh, yeah.
We continually give you guys. That's all I'm saying. Now go, please. Support those guys. Because they're not going to be scheduling against us again, so.
No.
So that's okay.
That way they can have us on.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. We were supposed to be on tonight. Did we explain this already to the listeners? That there is a Demon Hunters Q&A going on right now.
Oh.
I don't think we did. I think we just explained it to the people watching. But right now, Don Early is hosting a Demon Hunters Q&A as a Google Hangout that is also streaming live to YouTube. So if you go to the Dead Gentleman YouTube page, that's not going to matter to you people listening because this is going to be up way after it's over.
Yes.
But keep an eye out on their page because they will be doing more of this in the future.
They'll probably have I'm guessing they've recorded it and we'll have a link for it?
I'm guessing yes.
Maybe.
Well, it auto-records.
Okay.
So unless they make it private or unlisted, you'll be able to find it on their YouTube page.
Awesome.
So they are doing Q&A about Demon Hunters because Demon Hunters is definitely smoldering right now. There's life in the embers.
Yes, there is.
And
Phoenix Rising, as it were.
As it were. There are all sorts of little projects kind of tripping about and flitting and flighting and
fleeting,
farting,
tweeting,
plotting, all over the place. So It is a... it looks to be like it's going to be some interesting stuff coming out.
Yes.
So, that's cool.
Very much so.
Yeah. And yes, Laura, we know you're watching. We love you.
Hi.
Thank you so much. So that's... ECCC is a big thing coming around right now.
Mm-hmm.
The Dark Dungeons trailer has come out.
Yes, it has.
Which you should definitely check out at darkdungeonsthemovie.com.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Not that I would know if nobody we know would be in that. Because we love games.
Yes, we do.
But, we preach the controversy, right? Or teach the controversy. But you're really preaching it.
Yeah.
Anyway, teach the controversy. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to give it a fair shake and say that, go watch this Dark Dungeons movie. Maybe there's something in there that'll change your mind about gaming and save you from the wickedness.
Perhaps.
Yeah. And there's all sorts of great information on the FAQ on that page. So go check it out.
FAQ.
FAQ. FAQ. The FAQ. Go check out the FAQ. On
Antoine Fack.
Yes, on darkdungeonsthemovie.com.
It's Fuqua.
Fuqua?
Antoine Fuqua.
Director. It just makes me think of Fuqua from the Corsican Brothers.
Yes.
Oh, who played him? It was the guy who played Vincent's savior in the Beauty and the Beast TV show, I think. Oh no, it wasn't. It was Kenneth Mars.
Wow.
I think it was Kenneth Mars.
Okay.
The guy who played the German dude in Young Frankenstein. He was also in... He recently died. He was also in Malcolm in the Middle. He played Hans, the owner of the Dude Ranch.
Okay.
And he did a lot of voices. Very, very good comedic actor. I think that was Fuqua. But I can't remember for sure. It's either him or it's the dude who played Vincent's sort of... the monk who saved him in the sewers. Father of the...
Beauty and the Beast?
The TV show with Linda Hamilton and Ron Perlman.
Oh my god, that's right. My nose itches.
Wait, let me put some grapes in my mouth. Catherine. Because he just always sounded like he had a mouthful of marbles. Because he did. I mean, he kind of did. So, speaking of mouthful of marbles.
Yes?
Guess what I finally started watching and enjoying?
Marvels.
Yes, but also Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Finally got into it.
I have not seen it yet.
Watching it with another person helped. I tried to watch it alone, wasn't very impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Watching it with another person and seeing what they find impressive got me through the first 2/3 of the first season. And by then, the seeds he was planting early on started really germinating. And really, cool. Yeah, and when they start flowering, it becomes amazing. I was a little shocked to... I mean, there are a lot of parallels between Buffy and his other works.
Mm-hmm.
So Firefly, for example, the realization that... I mean, Buffy's kind of Mal, Yeah. You got Giles as kind of Shepherd Book.
Okay.
Cordelia Chase is totally Jane Cobb. She just flaps her mouth without thinking, just like Jane. People tell her all the time to think before, but underneath there's a lot of deep shit going on.
Cool.
Also, Joss Whedon has an issue with hospitals. Watching more and more of his stuff, he does not like them.
Okay.
So, yeah, Buffy's really cool. I'm already at the 3rd season.
And you're right, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. really
totally got
picked
better.
up their stuff.
Right?
Oh, wow. I am at... Where am I at? 12?
I don't know.
13? 12. I can't remember where I left off. The train. And then the bunker in the Hidden Hills somewhere. Oh, Tahiti, where he saw Tahiti on the door.
Right.
And then
yeah.
Brought what's her name back from.
Yeah, we can't talk about it.
No.
But
that's where I'm at.
But
yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I still like Tahiti because it gave me my best on-panel joke that I've ever made.
Oh, what was that?
You weren't there, were you?
No.
Oh, it was one of the... No, you were. It was the podcast panel at RadCon.
Uh-huh.
And I mentioned pre-recording content so that if you ever want to go on a vacation to Tahiti or something, you're covered. And then just kind of like at the end shoehorn in, it's a magical place. And everyone started cracking up. It was good. So we've got some questions coming through.
Okay.
Let's see. Wait. So Laura says, by the way, she cannot come see you because she's on the wrong side of the state.
Right. Yeah, I understand.
That's a decent excuse. Mudslides and all.
But I come see you at Spokane, so just saying. I drive 5 hours.
Yep.
And Cat on a Hot Tin Roof lasts almost as long as Spokane does.
It lasts as long as the drive to Spokane does.
Yeah.
For real. Like, it's almost identical to a clear drive to Spokane.
Well, a speeding drive to Spokane.
Is there any
Cat's not 5 hours.
Dude, you can make Spokane at 4, and you can make Spokane speeding in 3.5.
Well,
yeah.
I've not done that yet.
Okay, go very fast.
Okay.
Like Star Trek. See, Michael asks, what else did you like George Lazenby in? Is George Lazenby the guy from... Why does that name sound familiar? Is he the guy from Buffy season 3 episode 1 who was also in Firefly?
I'm thinking he's thinking about the guy that you were talking about, the German guy. Or Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. Oh, right. See, maybe I'm missing. Maybe I'm missing.
I don't know who you were talking about.
No. Well, I don't see him clarifying. Yeah, that sounds right though.
Yeah. I like all his work.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen him in other stuff too. He does usually play like the fatherly sort of figure, but he's played a good drunk before, and yeah, he's good.
I like playing bad drunks.
Well, any drunk you play is going to be pretty terrible.
Yeah, it's true.
Which is funny because you should be able to pull from life on that one.
I should be able to, but I can never remember what it's like.
So Douglas Michael says, sorry guys, I just got back from GameStorm in Vancouver, Washington, so after 4 days of board gaming, I'm too brain dead to come up with any questions. Well, how do we answer that?
GameStorm.
I
haven't heard that. That was Christian and my's first con outside of Gen Con. Down in Vancouver. It's Portland's con, but they hold it in Vancouver.
Right.
And because we have a listener who went there since then and apparently has enjoyed himself, I am just going to say that I'm glad that he does.
Good.
And I'm going to leave it at that.
I've been to Vancouver. Not a magical place.
No, not really.
That's Vancouver, Washington, for those of you listening. Not Vancouver, awesome sauce.
Because that's...
Yeah. Vancouver is the Gary, Indiana of Portland, Oregon.
It truly is.
Yeah. You cross the bridge and you just feel the life suck right out of you. Apparently George Lazenby is James Bond. I'm not a James Bond guy at all. Not at all. I know that Sean Cromamely played one. And
Connery?
Yeah, that guy.
Hunt for Red October guy?
Yeah, Dragonheart. No, I know who Sean Connery is.
Okay.
But I don't know him in context with James Bond.
Oh.
Because I don't know anything in context with James Bond.
Those were really early.
Didn't he like splash his piss in someone's eyes in one of the episodes? Is that Goldfinger? What's the one with the gym? When they're like running through the gym? Because I've seen that a few times. That little chase. It's a big internet thing.
I'm not sure. But you haven't watched any of the 3 recent ones?
I watched Casino Royale.
Okay.
I watched Casino Royale. I did not watch Quantum of Solace or Moonraker or whatever the...
Skyfall.
You sure? The Adele song.
Yeah.
They made a James Bond movie out of that?
Yes, they did.
Okay, well...
It's pretty good.
Well, the song was great.
Yeah.
I watched Casino Royale. Loved it. Could not bring myself to watch the other 2 just because I really liked Casino Royale. And I've never liked Bond before, so I was going to just leave it at that.
I think you should look at him. Because it's a totally different... Especially Skyfall.
For me, Dalton will always be Shaun of the Dead. Because Roger Dalton... was that Roger Dalton? Or was that...
Timothy Dalton.
It was Roger Moore.
Yes.
Timothy Dalton, right.
Both Bonds.
Was Roger Moore the one? Oh, fuck.
Roger Moore was a Bond for a long time. Timothy Dalton was like once or twice.
Yeah, Timothy Dalton was the one who I think ended up in Shaun of the Dead.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah, he's the bad guy in Shaun of the Dead. Or I don't mean Shaun of the Dead. My brain's gone. I don't mean Shaun of the Dead. I mean Hot Fuzz.
Okay, there we go. Yes. Okay.
With Nicholas Angel.
Like,
man, wow.
He was a zombie?
No.
In Shaun of the Dead? Okay.
Nope. Didn't mean that at all.
No.
Forget what I'm saying.
Okay.
Let's backtrack. Don't like it.
Timothy Dalton was in Flash Gordon. So was Brian Blessed.
Was he Hawkman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Timothy
Hawkman!
That was brilliant.
Oh my god.
Timothy
He looked
Dalton
like
was
Bluto. He looked like Bluto and a bird fucked.
Yeah, a little bit.
Amazing.
If you haven't watched Blackadder, you need to go watch that. I don't think anyone listening to this has not watched.
Oh man, I love the Christmas special too. It's one of my favorite things. Yeah. It's a yearly tradition. So we have another question from Michael.
Okay, and I have three over here.
Yeah, okay. So let's start with this one.
Okay.
If you guys were going to play Celebrity D&D, who else would you want in the group?
Michael Perdue, for one.
Michael Perdue would be great.
He's hella famous.
Is he?
Yeah. He's on our podcast.
Was he a James Bond?
No, I think he was a Bond villain.
Gotcha. Suckjaw. No. Jaw Trap. No. Jaw Job. Jaw Job.
Odd Job.
Odd
Job.
Hand Job. Because from Michael Perdue, it would be an odd hand job.
Well, it would, and I'm just still I'm still having a hard time with suck jaw. So there's so many places I could go with that.
Well, yeah. Who would we have? Let's see. I mean, I'd like to have the current staple of really famous D&D players, of course. Will Wheaton, Jerry Holkins, Mike Krahulik. I would. It'd be fun to play with them. Moreover, I think Patrick Rothfuss would be fun.
Elvira.
The thing is, you personally would have to roll will save modifiers to be allowed to play.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think you'd be able to roll
what's her name from the guild would be fun.
Oh, Felicia Day?
That's it.
Yeah, she would be fun. Geez, who else would be? I mean, there's a lot of people that would be just tons of fun, I think. Vin Diesel would be a lot of fun.
Oh, yes.
I think that would be totally great.
Ice-T.
He made a lot of fun of it after the fact. I don't know, man. But yeah, still, I'd take it. Oh, yes, people who would hate D&D.
Yeah.
Oh, the resurrected corpse of Fred Phelps.
Oh.
Think of how pissed off that zombie.
Did he die?
Finally.
Is that what happened? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I don't wish death on anyone, but fuck that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Though I think by talking about him, we're giving him power. I don't fucking care. I hate that guy. God hates Phelps.
I'm good. Terrence and Philip.
Bard on him?
Yep.
So, yeah, zombie Fred Phelps, I think, because it would be a hell for him.
Oh, yes.
Just a total hell.
If only Dark Dungeons was still out, we could send a personalized copy.
Well, no, because he Dark Dungeons kind of supports his viewpoint. Now,
oh, I know.
Oh, that would be great, though.
But
like, if we could get like some kind of Castro District supergroup of players together, and it's all of them and Fred Phelps.
Yeah.
So he's got to play it, and he has to play it. He's compelled to play it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a zombie dude, so we've got a paladin. He's compelling him to play this fucking game with a bunch of the Castro Districts just slugginest, hard-hittingest leather daddies. Oh, man, how beautiful would that be? That I would repaint. I wouldn't have dogs playing poker anymore. I would get that painting.
Yes, on velvet.
On velvet. If anyone out there has artistic ability, you know who you are, please draw me a picture of Fred Phelps, zombie Fred Phelps, playing D&D with leather daddies. And I'll give you money. I don't know how much. Let's talk.
Did Michael write anything in? I think Michael's already writing the screenplay for a short on that.
Oh, right. Paul Moran found some Tim Tams. They were amazing. You're welcome.
Yes.
There was another question up here. I don't see it anymore. But thank you for completely and utterly reaffirming the Tim Tam thing, because Day's good. And of course, Laura loves Blackadder. But
yes.
Once you go,
my stomach.
once you go Blackadder,
you never go back at her.
You got to enunciate on that one, don't you? Let's get to your questions.
Back ladder?
What? Going back at her?
Ow.
Ow. Sorry for those of you listening. What the hell?
I don't know. My computer's weird. Paula Moran wrote in early after our last podcast, what is the oddest occurrence you've ever had backstage or in the green room during a performance?
Okay, well, I'll go first on this.
I will take that as also behind the scenes of film.
Yeah. Well, I have an actual green room oddity.
Okay.
So we were doing, I was just tech, but we were doing, what's his name? Dylan Thomas's A Child's Christmas in Wales. And they had a giant puppet for the Come Duncan Park guy. And it was
For the what?
The like, stay out of my park. Keep your newspapers, count them, count you around the park. It's a giant puppet that's supposed to be chasing these people out of the park. And it was like a 5-person puppet. It was very large.
Wow. Okay.
And it was sitting right next to the green room, and it was not a pleasant thing to look at. Because our green room was not well lit either. So that's probably the creepiest thing I've ever, just like sitting there staring at that, waiting to break down. Like, just, it was terrible.
Okay.
But yeah. But we probably shouldn't talk about terrible behind the scenes stuff because it could get really bad. So
let's see. Oddest. There's been a lot. Today, for instance, we had a lovely lady in the audience who, if you're not familiar with Tin Roof, the son, Brick, is a former football star turned TV announcer / alcoholic. And he drinks. I mean, he
this
goes
is going to be loud
through,
for just a second. Sorry. I was just rustling every time I moved. Sorry.
He goes through about 1 2/3 of booze a night. Stage. You know, it's
right, yeah, it's TV, right.
And there's a bar on stage. And sitting on the other side in the audience was this woman who for 3 hours told him to stop drinking. It wasn't good for him. We had 2 people last night who decided to have a large conversation that was rather loud that had nothing to do with the show through all of Act 2, which was also odd and amazing.
Wow.
Luckily, I wasn't on stage for any of it. So
well, because you would have talked back. You're Scott.
Yes. I've come very close to doing that. I really want to pull a Kevin Spacey one of these days and just stop a production and go, no, you're obviously more important than I am. Go ahead.
Was that for a cell phone?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a cell phone. When you knock off this bottle, we need to make some type of play or skit or something with this gigantic bottle of Jameson.
Okay.
Take it to Tin Roof and polish that off.
Yeah. We've already gone through 2 1.75 liter bottles of Jameson, and we just got a 1.75 liter bottle of Pendleton whiskey.
Nice. Yeah. Maybe that lady in the row was not wrong. Maybe she was not wrong.
Maybe she was not.
All right.
I'm trying to think of odd occurrences. I mean, we've had weird stuff with the audience. I had that I did was Oliver. And at the end, it was, for those of you watching, I will make this shape. For those of you listening, it was just kind of like a stage with a bridge. So you have the main stage, and then you have 2 riser sections, about 4 feet, and then you have this bridge that connects the 2 of them. So you have 3 levels of play.
Right.
Vertically and horizontally, you have
like a good laser
4.
tag.
Yeah.
Place. Gotcha.
And so the way that they did it, I was playing Bill Sykes, not Oliver. So I was in college. And so I was the bad guy. And I was like, who doesn't want to beat up a kid? First off, I beat up everyone in a bar. So there were 5 fights during my first song. Well, my only song. And then I get a girlfriend, and then I get to beat my girlfriend, then I get to kill my girlfriend, then I get to kidnap a kid, and then I get shot at the end, so I finally pay for all my wrongdoings. I was like, this is great. Look at this huge gamut that I get to run through. So on top of the bridge is a railing, so about 11 feet off the floor is where I'm standing when they shoot me, which means there's got to be a pad for me to fall on, which was a high jump thing. 3 feet wide and 6 by whatever. Well, on one of the closing rehearsals, they forgot to put it down. And me being a good actor was not looking where I was falling. I was waiting for the timpani roll. Bang. There's 2. The guy shot me on the first timpani roll. So I went, oh! And I pitched off, and there's no mat down. So I spun in the air towards the set, trying to grab the edge of it, and I smacked my shins over the top of the rock outcropping. There are still indentations in the bone where that happened.
Oh, God.
Grabbed the mat, fell into the first part of the cityscape, broke it in half, sent it into the second cityscape, which was laying down. So there's, it was catastrophic. And I did not utter one foul word until all the kids were off. We did curtain call, and they were back in the green room.
So did a tech get in trouble for that?
First, they tried to get me in trouble. Because the scenic designer was pissed that I broke his whole set. And then everyone ran up and said, no, it wasn't Scott's fault. So it was a learning exercise, air quotes.
Yeah, I guess. It was almost a you died exercise.
Yeah.
So that sucks.
Oh, you know why green rooms are called green rooms?
Because they're not brown?
Close. They were usually almost exclusively in the basements of theaters, which were ill-run things to begin with, and the room was moldy.
Gross.
Mossy moldy.
Gross.
And that's why it's called the green room.
That's interesting.
A little bit of trivia.
Yeah, I know that a number of the green rooms I have been in are, in fact, painted green.
Yes.
Which is an interesting thing.
It's calming. Usually a mint green.
The ones I've been in have been like lime or like...
Oh my God.
Terrible. But it's like...
ready to go.
No, it's like, hey, we have some green screen paint left over. Let's just paint the green room.
Yeah.
Which is like, dude, that's stupid because, one, that's expensive paint.
Yes.
Because that is a very specific chroma mix of paint. And it's matte. So nothing reflects, which that's kind of okay. I'm cool with that. Yeah. But yeah, like they've all been green. So, I don't have really any more crazy green rooms. I mean, there was green room at the Renaissance Fair, which wasn't really weird. It was just very handsy because you had a bunch of 17 to 20-year-old kids wearing
Ren Fair stuff,
corsets and dresses, and the guys are in skirts. I mean, it was a little handsy. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, that is that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we lost our feed for a second there, though we did lose.
Pick up a question? No.
Well, we lost a couple of questions. So, Paula Moran says, backstage for a Community Theater Beauty and the Beast production, Book 6 of Harry Potter came out in the middle of the run. Most of the cast and the crew, I'm assuming, went to the bookstore to pick it up. That is terrible. It looks like it's cut off, so wish we had the rest of it. But.
Yes.
All right.
That sounds amazing, though.
Yeah.
Tiffany Pike Schmidt writes in.
Tiffany Pike Schmidt.
What genre of film would you most like to be a part of creating, and in what capacity would you like to take part?
Comedy. And producer, director, writer, actor, any of it.
All of it.
All of it. I'd do drama. I would totally do drama. I would do horror. It's always fun to do.
Yeah.
It's very hard to do it well. It's very hard to get a piece that you're proud of or that you even can watch. But doing horror is fun as hell.
Yes. I
totally
found that out.
Fun. So, absolutely that. Let's see. It's really just all of it. Historical. I would love to do. And a musical. Oh, to do a musical. The Seven Effects. I would love to do a musical.
I'm sure you would. I'll produce one. I'll direct one.
Master of the house, keeper of the inn. No? All right, let's do it. Let's direct it.
Although I would make you Threaded there, or whatever, Grenardier. Brennan, the master of the house.
Gotcha. I would...
quick to catch your eye.
Quick to catch your eye. I would also... Well, he who shall not be named...
Okay.
Played Gaston in a production, and I actually really enjoyed him in the production of Beauty and the Beast that he recorded, and we all got to watch.
Oh, no. Seriously?
Oh, he's a great Gaston. He's a great Gaston. Think about it. But,
I can't get that image out of my head now.
So we did the little bit, and I was the little toady guy, like the no one fights like Gaston, and it was really fun, because I could do that kind of like cheesy comic relief singing pretty well. Yeah, that was a kick. I would play that. I would definitely do that. But yeah, I would love to be involved in any capacity on anything that I enjoy the set for.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned. I don't have a lot of time anymore because of my full-time job now. So I'm only doing projects that I get something out of emotionally. Like if I'm not having fun, why would I do it?
Yep.
Why would I do it? I already have a job to make money. This isn't so I can eat. I'm not going to do anything I'm not having fun with anymore. I'm done. Done doing stuff I'm not having fun with. Which has luckily been...
Someday I'll get there.
Not a lot of... there haven't been a lot of sets I've been on where I haven't had fun.
Nope.
And that is incredibly fun. Probably the most fun set I've ever been on. But Cat Ogden runs a great set. Todd Downing, his set was just tons of fun.
Yeah.
Even Pearl Jam was tons of fun. Like, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll do anything.
There you go.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm not genre specific.
So Brian Lewis asks, why aren't we... do you have a favorite YouTuber? A favorite meat potato?
How dare you, sir? We do not allow that kind of language on this podcast. Is he making fun of potatoes?
Yes.
Giant turnips.
Turgid
bit of stupid.
Turnip is not a tuber. It is a root vegetable, a starchy root vegetable. It is not a tuber because it does not grow on a root. It is a root. Do I have a favorite YouTuber? Yeah, Michael from Vsauce, hands down. Vsauce 1. Michael is the guy. So there are 3 Vsauce channels. Vsauce 1, 2, and 3. Hands down, Michael from Vsauce is my favorite YouTuber. I have a favorite YouTube reviewer, and that's Lisa Gade from Mobile Tech Review.
Yeah.
So those are probably my 2 favorites. Those are the 2 people that I definitely watch as soon as they post anything. And then I guess in the comedy area, Pete Holmes is now, even though it's not really for YouTube, I mean, they make their stuff for broadcast and then they post it on YouTube. That's like my favorite. That's pretty funny stuff. Pete Holmes.
I don't know how to do any of that, so I just kind of go to links. I guess my favorite YouTuber would be Neil Patrick Harris's Puppet Dreams. Yeah,
that was funny.
And that's about the only thing I've ever watched from all of, not the Nerdist channel, just Neil Patrick Harris.
Right.
But yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not a big YouTube follower.
Yeah, I watch shorts. I don't use YouTube as a channel very often. I watch a lot of shorts that are on YouTube, and half the time they're embedded in another website anyway. So yeah.
Brian, do you have a favorite YouTuber that you would like to give a shout out to?
And yes, Paulo Lafaux. Thank you for that's the character opposite
Gaston.
Gaston.
Is it the candlestick?
No, that's Lumiere. That's Lumiere. Lafaux's the little guy with the
snuffer.
Well, he's a god. He's a human.
Oh!
Because he's the little guy who's like, well, hey, Gaston's my best bud.
Why am I not thinking? Oh, I'm thinking about the man clock.
Oh.
Yeah. I have no idea.
It's true that I'm great at expectorating. That was cast iron.
Nice voice.
Oh, I tried. It's not my favorite aspect of me.
It's my least favorite aspect of you as well. But
thank you.
It was nice.
Because it just keeps going, huh?
Like an Energizer bunny.
You're like a chihuahua with a thesaurus, motherfucker.
And I'm smugly or pugly or...
Smugly. Oh, wait, no. Yeah. Do we have any other great questions?
Two Bards the musical.
Yeah, I'll do it. What's the best pickup line you've ever heard? That's from Michael Perdue. Hey, look, dude, from my side, it's like, are you talking to me? Hey, I'm happy. I'm happy.
Are you an angel? You must be, because you just fell from heaven. No, not really. My favorite so far right now is Bobby Danger, who's an improv guy in Something Wicked in Olympia, and is Thomas the Butler in Cat. He actually went up to a girl, meaning to say something nice. Totally got misconstrued, but he was like, "What's up with your face?" Because it was glitter. But people just heard him without looking at the girl and just heard, "What's up with your face?" So now that is the pickup line that we all feel about.
So Brian answers his favorite YouTubers are Jeremiah McDonald and that. Wonderful.
And at YouTubers?
They are. They're YouTube.
Esque?
Well, they are. They're primarily filmmakers who happen to distribute through YouTube, which I count as YouTubers.
Okay.
Yeah. Favorite pickup lines. I don't know any. I just don't pick up on people. No, that one doesn't work.
It doesn't work, but it's one of my favorite.
That shirt's very becoming on you. Is it from TJ Maxx? Like fucked up pickup lines are the best, right? Are you an angel? Because I don't think I believe in you.
The other one that Bobby says, you can always know whether you want to progress anywhere with somebody. And this works for boys picking up girls and girls picking up boys. Stare at them for about 5 to 7 seconds. And then say, "You want to play cards?" They're either going to laugh or not. But our buddy Grant, who's also in the show, told the story that you stare at a girl for 30 seconds and then say, "You want to play cards?" He said, "I bet you never get to say that if you're waiting 30 seconds. Because she's going to walk away, she's going to slap you, or she's going to call the bouncer."
All right, so I've got a new one then. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stare for 7 seconds, and I'm going to say, "Do you want to see a dead body?" And if she starts humming Stand By Me, I got to make a call, because I got to talk to Aaron and see what I'm allowed to do.
Aaron, Stand By Me. Work right now?
No,
okay.
Should we move on?
Yes. This is the one that we said we were going to answer right at the top of the show.
Oh, which we didn't.
And we're too far into it to be considered the top.
We've come too far.
Oh, 48 minutes.
48 minutes.
Go to bed soon.
1 minute more than the number of the podcast.
Dennis Nickel.
Or
Nichol.
Nickel. Yep.
Writes a question.
No, it's a quest ion, which means it is a singularly contained quest. It is not mingled with any other quests, because that's what an ion is.
Both of you can just go suck it.
Okay.
Your podcast Shenanigans
What?
have been going on for around a year now. Why, yes, 5 weeks or so short of a year.
Is it 5 weeks? Because it was May.
52 weeks.
Well, no, but we missed weeks.
Right, we did miss weeks. So we are coming up on a year. Do we want to do an anniversary show or a 52 episode?
I think we should wait till 52, call it 52 pickup, and go from there.
Okay, perfect. So that's what we're going to do. Are we going to do an anniversary edition, yes, 52 pickup, with pyrotechnics or whatever? What gives? Yeah, I think we should do pyrotechnics. It's in the budget.
The sound effects certainly are, yeah.
Yeah.
That was one right there. Wow, I wish you guys were watching this. It is incredible.
Probably sounds like shit.
Now, Dennis Nickel,
great.
of course, provided many of the props. He and Amber Nickel and Ray Street provided many of the props for Humans and Households, the Seattle pickup.
Yes.
So that's
yes, they did.
We love you, Dennis. Thank you so much.
So yeah, I think we should do something special.
We should definitely do something special.
It'll be a surprise.
Yeah.
I don't think we should tip
I think
our hat.
We should actually plan this.
We should tip our hat, but we shouldn't tip our hand.
A tip of the hat.
A tip of the hat, but not a tip of the hand.
No, we're not tipping the hand. We're not going to play cards with you guys.
Tippy Canoe and Tyler too?
Want to play cards?
I want to take a trip to Tipperary.
It's a short trip to Tipperary. It's a short trip, I know.
Please, people ask questions, and Andy will continue to sing.
I can't stop it. I want to, because it's terrible.
You can't stop this feeling
deep inside of me. Oh my god.
Dancing baby.
Ugh. Alan McBeal in general. The only saving grace of Alan McBeal to me was the dude from like Dragon Slayer, whose name I can never remember. The dude from Dragon Slayer, Ghostbusters 2.
Infatuated with the bottle.
I don't know. Dragon Slayer.
Oh
Ghostbusters
no,
2.
the Peter McNichol.
And how is the baby?
Peter
yeah, that guy. Yeah, I liked him. He was good.
Yeah, I like the guy that was infatuated with the bottles.
The unisex bathroom always would me out too. In a good way. In a
yeah.
positive way.
And the girl who's now she's on 30 Rock? Blonde?
Oh,
Tina Fey's
Krasinski. Jane Krasinski. Not the guy from The Office.
No.
The woman who sounds a little bit like the guy
Krakowski.
from... Yeah, let's go with that.
Jane Krasinski.
Krasinski.
I just saw her name in a...
Krasinski?
I think that's the guy from The Office. It's Krasinski. Someone will tell us in about 30 seconds. Well, we'll see.
I just don't want to confuse her with...
Are they hearing us live? No, it's a 30-second delay for them, too.
It's a 30-second delay for them.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys are 30 seconds behind.
And
if I was behind you, it'd be less than 30 seconds. I suck at pickup lines.
Yeah.
I'm just terrible. Do you wash your pants in Windex? Because that's really stupid. Is that a good one? I don't
think so. I hate it when you leave, but I love to watch you go. Yeah, it's not really a pickup line.
I hate it when you leave, but get out of it.
Yeah. Make like a tree and pick up stuff.
Make like a film crew and pick up another 20.
Make like a tree and head out.
Yes. Isn't that make like a baby and head out?
Mm-hmm.
That's gross. That is fucking terrible.
Yeah, because that's the wrong way, isn't it?
So when you have to go back or something, is that breach? No. Feet first is back.
Breach of contract.
Breach of contract. No, you got a crown.
That's right. Yeah, because it's head first. Okay.
Yep.
So it is head out.
It's head out. Yeah.
It's okay.
So it's make like a baby and head out, which is correct.
It's the whole shoulder thing then.
Yeah, they kind of get all. That's why babies are born squishy.
Oh, okay.
So, don't believe me? Found one.
No. I'm just all of a sudden having. Let's move on.
So Brian asks, "What's the hardest time you laughed that you can remember?" Oh man, I laugh really hard a lot. The hardest one I can remember.
Explain that question to me.
What's the hardest you've ever laughed that you can remember?
Thank you. Okay, I thought you said what's the hardest time you've ever laughed, and I was like,
well,
what's the time you've ever laughed the hardest?
That's that's the yeah. So the hardest I've ever laughed in recent memory was we were on Reddit, and there was a picture, and it was a picture of a cat, and it said regular cat. And then below it was this fancy, and then it says super deluxe cat, and in the middle is a picture of the cat being punched in the face. So it flattens his face out into super deluxe cat or whatever, super deluxe fancy cat. I don't know what it was. I was not high. I was not drunk, but I fucking died Like, I was laughing for 25 minutes straight. I could not stop. There have been times before that I don't remember what it was about, but I've laughed ridiculously hard like that.
Yeah.
It's always usually one thing. Another time I was not high, and I watched Neil deGrasse Tyson in super slow motion.
What?
Oh my god. Because he kind of talks like this. And it's really funny. It's been going around YouTube lately. But yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson talking in slow-mo while not high is really fucking funny, but not nearly as funny as being completely sober and seeing this damn cat face punching thing. It killed me.
The last time I can think of is inappropriate to talk about. That I made David Wright and Rachel Kerman both die on stage. We all just started laughing to the point that Rachel made a Facebook comment about it.
Wow.
About never looking me in the eye while on stage because we regret it. But I think the cat video Set to Fly, I lost my shit.
Oh my god.
Because it was just, it's timed so perfect and the cat looking up over the thing, slinking away, and I'm going, woo! Just every time, it just
man, it's
kills
fucking,
me.
It's cats every time. There's another video / GIF going around with it's this gray. I think it's a Scottish fold, and it's like going through an underwear drawer, and it's someone comes up behind it with a camera, and then just slowly closes the drawer. That's funny too.
Oh,
Killed
wow.
me. So. Brian asks, is there a time in your life when you felt, okay, now I'm a man? Not yet. We are...
Again, wholly inappropriate to talk about on this show.
Having sex never made me feel like a man.
Nope, I'm not talking about that. Otherwise, I would have felt like a man a long time ago. There have been recent things that have helped me to feel very masculine as of late. And they are not sex related.
The first time my son came to me with a heartfelt problem. The very first time my son came to me, my daughter still hasn't. She's been testing the waters, kind of like, hey, can I talk to you? Are you going to be, because not all adults are very cool about stuff.
Right.
My son kind of has more trust of me, and he has come to me with a very, very heartfelt problem. That definitely made me feel like, I won't say a man, but grown up.
Yeah.
That made me feel like a grown up. Buying my house didn't. Well, I mean, that was after that, but like, and it kind of goes away too. Like, sometimes you feel like a grown up. Sometimes, all the joy. I don't know.
I still don't feel like a grown-up. I mean, taxes, the reality of unemployment, losing a parent, none of these things have made me feel grown up. But I will say that there have been the masculine part. I'm starting to, not that I've been, I mean, anybody who knows me knows that I've not been very effeminate. I'm not an effeminate guy. I have a big beard and I'm rather robust. But there have been some recent... Sure. But yes, I will say that now in my 46th year, no, 47th. Yes, my 47th year, because you celebrate the last day, first day of the festival. Whatever. Yeah. See, not very adult-like.
No, you celebrate the conclusion of the previous year.
Right.
So
the conclusion of 46 means I'm now in 47, even though I'm not in 47, or am I 48? I'm celebrating 47.
Well, when you celebrate one at the conclusion of your first, so you're in your second year at one. So if you celebrate 40, if you've celebrated 46,
then
you're in your 47th year.
I'm in my 47th year. Okay.
Right.
Totally makes sense.
Michael is asking me to ask you about schnapps. There's a schnapps night at Gen Con. Michael Purdue, schnapps, and laughing. Apparently, it was a really good night because you look like you don't remember a damn thing.
I don't remember the laughing in question. I remember a lot of drinking at Gen Con.
Is there some Goldschlager out your nose kind of action? Yeah. What would that leave you with? Gold boogers? James Bond.
Digging for gold!
James Gold booger.
James. Oh, wow.
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to... Give me a minute.
By the way, none of that sound was me. For those of you playing at home.
For those of you not listening to stereo, if you were listening to stereo, you'd know that came out of my mic. Or went into my mic. It went into my mic.
Yeah, I'm hoping it came out of the mic.
No, it goes into the mic and it comes out of the headphones.
Yes.
Out of me, into the air,
it was
into the mic.
So it was an inhalation.
So you're hoping it comes out of the mic in the,
right.
when we wash it.
Yes.
Because it's pretty gross now.
Yeah.
Why is my mic screen all clean and yours looks like...
Mine was used in a production of Little Shop of Horrors and I haven't cleaned it yet. That is professional grade spittle.
Yours looks like you've been straining brine shrimp. It smells like it too.
Now that you mention it. Just stand back here and just talk a little louder. Maybe I should clean that this week.
Yeah.
Wow, it looks really bad from here. From close up, you can't really tell. Because I can't see anyway. But
yeah. No, what are you going to do? So...
Get new glasses.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe.
So, Michael, I'm sorry. Scott does not remember your...
You got to be specific on which Gen Con, too, because there were...
You're going to have to come a little more specific than that.
Ooh, yeah.
Laura asks if we go back to watch our podcast. Oh, God, no.
No.
Fuck no. We don't even, like...
I barely watch it here on the screen.
I've re-listened to maybe 2 podcasts.
You're blocked through most of it. I'm the only one
yeah,
who stands
I know.
down front.
Well, look at the fucking size of this. Sorry for those of you listening at home because this is going to get a little loud. But look at the size of this fucking mud shield.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
It's sparkly. It's
yeah,
twilight.
I want one of these guys.
It's the twilight of mud shields.
But they don't sell those anymore.
No.
I have not been able to find one of those mud shields. I've got this big RLX, huge sound dampening shield in front of my face, so people watching at home can barely see me.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Get a smaller one, cut it out.
Not use one.
Yeah. Put an egg carton behind it, an actual egg carton behind it.
Got some downstairs.
I know you do.
Same for my sister.
I know.
She's a chicken farmer.
I ate all the really expensive eggs. I made omelets with the really special first lay. It's the
first egg out of every chicken has a small one,
but it's
very
really dense.
Yeah,
really,
it's like duck egg omelet
and
or quail.
And I didn't know that he had other eggs, and I'm like, I'll make us breakfast. What was I doing over here?
You were hanging out that weekend?
Yeah, I was hanging out that weekend. That's right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll make us breakfast, and I went in and I made a fucking omelet out of these really, like, you get one out of a chicken. So
ever.
It was good.
And
it was really good.
I remember Andy saying afterwards, after we've eaten this, and I told you which eggs they were, and you were like, no wonder it took a dozen to make these things.
Athena Hollow wants us to show her our boobs. He's right there.
And he's right there.
Boom. Okay.
Wrong sound effect.
Wrong sound effect. There you go. Oh, man. Laura Adams asks, what's a mud shield? A mud shield is, or a sound dampener, or an acoustic shield, or there are tons of different... It's basically a piece of plastic or metal with acoustic foam glued to it that you put behind your mic to prevent wall bounce and ambient noise from cluttering up your audio.
Yeah.
That's why it doesn't sound very much like we're recording this in a wide open room, when in fact we are. Well,
a wide open, very cluttered room.
You don't hear echoes off of the junk as much.
You never hear echoes off my junk, by the way. No matter how hard you yell at it.
It's like a duck. So Michael says, the Gen Con schnapps night I laughed so hard and inhaled schnapps, everything else is a blur.
You mean when we Not last year when we didn't have any.
Don't you look at me?
It wasn't Gamers 3. It was 2 years ago. We were in the Hilton lobby, I think.
So it was the filming of Gamers 3.
Yes, it was the filming year.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Confirm that. This was 2 years ago. And then I think I remember because
so what kind of
last year we didn't really see each other much.
No, we were booth bound.
Yeah.
Which sucked.
It wasn't Goldschlager. I want to say it was the Fire Ice.
No, not
Could
a
have
fan.
been not Rumpelminz.
Not a fan of mint or cinnamon, so that sucks twice.
You don't like cinnamon either?
So when you say fire, you mean the Aftershock?
Aftershock.
Yeah, no, I hate cinnamon too.
Oh, so you don't like Fireball whiskey?
Nope. Well, I don't like whiskey anyway.
Fireball whiskey at Angry Orchard is so yummy, yummy, yummy.
Yummy. I've heard. No, I'm a fan of the fruitier drinks. I like I just.
Yeah,
let me tell you, I just told you about the drink that I made tonight.
Yes, and I want one bad.
So here's what it is. If you're listening at home, get ready to write this down because you're going to want this.
Seth, pick up a pen.
Pick up a pen. So raspberry lambic, framboise is the frame trees. I do
2 cups.
Well, okay. So assume a pint glass for this.
Okay.
So about a little under 2/3 of the pint glass is lambic.
Wow.
Okay. 2 shots of Chambord, which is a raspberry liqueur.
Mm-hmm. Someone that looks like the crown.
Yes,
right?
it does.
Yeah.
It looks like it looks like the holy hand grenade.
That's right, the holy hand grenade. Yes.
So because it's divine, brother, and you don't know if you've had 3 or 5. So the next ingredient is raspberry, which I use Oregon brand canned raspberries, but you can also
pie
use
filling.
It's not. These aren't pie filling. These are just canned raspberries. It's a very watery sauce. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could just use fresh raspberries. That would work too.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so that and a little bit of juice, and then half and half to fill the cup or to fill the pint. Essentially, mix that really well. It's like an Italian soda that gets you drunk.
Now, see, I would do all of that, except I would use the raspberry pie filling and whipping cream.
So the
heavy whipping
Hold
cream.
on, I didn't get to the end here.
Okay.
We also made Chambord whipped cream, and we put that on top. We dolloped that on top. So there was Chambord whipped cream, which is super easy. Get a carton of heavy whipping cream. Oh, sorry, I forgot something. 3 pumps of simple syrup, or 3 tablespoons of sugar. Or 2 tablespoons, sorry, that'd be 2 tablespoons of sugar. But I prefer simple syrup because it's dissolved, and it doesn't get, the sugar would get kind of gritty.
Yeah.
But as far as the whipping cream, whip it in a blender, or whip it with a blender or in a KitchenAid or something. As it starts to get stiff, add either, again, like 3 or 4 pumps of simple syrup or sugar to taste. Let it get completely stiff and add about 4 shots of Chambord to the whole mess, and you get a delicious raspberry flavored whipping cream or whipped cream.
I was stiff a long time ago.
Yeah, I know. So it's good. It is diabolicious.
And I also had a hurricane recently.
Oh, really? Those are good.
I'd never had one, and now I desperately want one right now. And I don't know what's in one, but it was delicious.
Okay, so he confirms it was the filming year.
Yes, okay. I know what you're talking about now, and yes, you did not remember a goddamn thing after that.
Brian asks if we have any self-deprecating drunk stories. Really, aside from the one that I just basically admitted, I drank a 1,000-calorie drink. Like, that's pretty self-deprecating.
Here, just a sec. Were you at the last podcast?
Probably not.
Were you at Don Early's party where I was curled around the fire pit? I think you were, because our face of me putting a beer bottle on your beer cap belt buckle that makes it look like a wholly inappropriate gesture.
Yeah.
That would be self-deprecating. Pretty much any time I've been drunk is self-deprecating. Although I would love to tell the story about a certain someone the year that we were filming at Gen Con who had to be poured into a wheelchair and brought to a room. But I won't mention who that was. But some people know.
Well, I had my RadCon year where I vomited through the hotel. That was fun.
But that's the same night I was roofied.
Yeah, that was the same night you were
and did
roofied.
not wake up for any of it, which was awesome.
Yeah. Christian Doyle fell face first into your computer once.
Yeah.
So that's not self-deprecating, but it's Doyle deprecating.
Yeah. There's some good stories.
Yeah. Man, really self-deprecating. Oh, yes, I do. So, I used to live... You remember the house that I lived in Bellevue?
Yeah.
Kind of almost Victoria. Yeah. So, we were in that house. My ex came up with my kids, and the kids were all asleep, and we decided to start to have a little drink, because it was my ex and my friend Patrick, who was also her friend, and Aaron and I. The kids were out. I mean, they were passed the fuck out. So, Tracy's like, I'll stay sober if you guys want to. Tracy's my ex. She's like, I'll stay sober if you guys want to party. I was like, dude, thank you. That's fucking awesome. You rock. Because I hadn't seen Patrick in forever. I was like, let's do this. So we went to... At the time, you couldn't buy alcohol on Sundays. There was
right.
Well, you couldn't after 6 p.m. It was cut off at 6 p.m. It was 6:30. We drove to an Indian reservation and got, 150 proof vodka. We got...
Wow.
We got a bunch of stuff. So, something was wrong with the 150 proof, which is whatever was wrong with the vodka that we got from Ian. So, it might have been the same kind of vodka, and there's a kind of vodka that doesn't agree with it at all. We know this because I had a shot and almost puked that one time. So, whatever was in this 150 was that thing. So, we ended up going from 0 to drunk in about 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We were gone. There are photos of us wearing wigs. There's all sorts of crazy... We ended up getting into an argument out on the balcony. But it wasn't an argument, it was a discussion. I was saying that I had just thrown up 1.25 liters. My friend said, no, maybe 0.75 liters. And my response was, you're probably right. This was all over my shoes at this point. But I wanted to make sure that we were using metric.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good. Aaron passed out in the bathroom at one point. Tracy was laughing hysterically this whole time, but to her credit, man, she took care of us. She got us into the bedroom. She cleaned Aaron up because I couldn't have. I was, she had all my stuff. She took care of all three of us grown-ass children, and it was a fun night actually. It's self-deprecating because we had arguments about what the volume of spew was, but overall it was a really fun night.
Good. I've none of those. I'm pious.
No, you're pure as the driven snow.
Mm-hmm.
So, Brian Lewis says that he was just prompting us to tell these stories. And yes, Athena, that drink is a hangover waiting to happen if you drink 10 of them. I don't get hangovers though, so I don't know.
No.
I
take 2 aspirin after all the sugar.
And lots of water.
Yeah,
Water.
I think it's the sugar thing that's...
Yeah, if you can shove enough water down your throat, you'll be fine. Because most hangover... Water, not Walter.
Oh, okay.
Most hangover symptoms are from dehydration.
Yep.
Get water in you. Michael says, I know we got so drunk that I was throwing cam models at Scott, and he didn't notice.
Mm-hmm.
What's a cam model?
We're going to just stop right there. Thanks, Michael. Stop it right there.
Okay. Like from a car?
No.
No? Camera models. Gotcha. Well, it's not that you didn't notice. You're pious. We just went over this.
No, I didn't notice.
Oh, wow. Because you would probably have said something like...
Hi.
You didn't look good on the floor.
Are you talking to me?
To know what to breakfast you in the morning. I wanted to breakfast you and know what to do that for.
Yes.
Because that's what pickup lines sound like when you're drunk. Beer fest.
What they sound like when I'm sober.
So Athena, that's a capper. That's an evening capper. So drink, do some shots beforehand and then have that, or the other way around. Drink the raspberry. I don't even know what to call it. Raspberry slammer? I don't know.
White chocolate raspberry yum?
There's no white chocolate in it though, but we could add that. But yeah, start the night off with that maybe, and then start doing shots. It's a delicious, delicious drink. Anyway, so
okay, I will do a self-deprecating.
Okay, please.
This was stupid, and this should be a lesson everyone at home.
Mm-hmm.
In college, I was dumb enough to beer bong a pint of tequila with 7-Up. Thankfully,
hate tequila.
It was not good. I was in college. So it was like,
It was the cheapest.
Yep. It was gasoline with 7-Up. Yes.
Yeah.
And I luckily was 21 at the time. And the party got busted.
Oh, right, this story.
So I took out my ID and I walked up to the officer and said, "Fuck you, I'm 21.
Not right.
Put it back in my wallet. I think he was stunned. I kept on walking, much to my credit. To my car, much not to my credit. Drove home on a very windy road.
What is wrong with college?
College. Very, very windy road. And then I had a couple, probably, Big Macs for dinner.
I'm leaving the room. Bye! I'm gone. No.
So, no. This is great.
Yep, bye.
I was driving a Datsun 240 SX. Before the ZX, it was a car that talked to you, said, "Your door is ajar," and I kept telling it, "No, it's a door." And I had the sudden urge to evacuate.
Oh.
And so, hey, you talked about 1.75 liters or whatever, so I'm not even getting that descriptive. So I was really good. I pulled over to the side, I threw open the door, and I leaned forward to jettison, but forgot to take off my seatbelt.
Involuntary protein spill.
All over the dash.
Yep.
Heater. Dark. Drive home. Forget all about it.
This is going to get really gross because I'm going to bring up the fact.
It's not going to get gross on my end. I'm just saying, I got back in the car the next day to go to work, having forgotten all of this, and wondered why there was lettuce all over my car.
See, my thing is, McDonald's cheese already kind of smells like it's been thrown out.
Okay.
Already smells like it's gone through that process. Or process for you Canadian folks.
What? You just have to take it to that next level. I appreciate that in you.
I appreciate if that would have stayed in you.
You didn't have to smell it when the heater came on.
Oh, that's like a surprise months later.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
It was a gift that kept on giving until they gave that car away.
Which you would have to do. You couldn't sell it. You'd have to give that car away.
I could in the summer.
Oh, boy. Whew. All right, I think on that note...
What's going wrong?
I don't know. It's probably an issue with the video card. We'll look it up. Neil deGrasse Tyson.
If you're still listening
and not vomiting uncontrollably from this horrible podcast, please help us, help ourselves, keep us from the drink, show us the cosmic ways, and come on our podcast.
Yes, because we want to be videotaped with you so that we too can make the tour of Facebook talking slowly.
Yes. And I just want... I want Fox to hate me even more. Megan Fox. Thanks, folks. Sorry for the vomit.
Comment.
Sorry for the vomit comment.
Yeah.
Comment.
Oh. Vomit comment.
It would have only been worse if it was like tequila, creme de menthe, and Mountain Dew. That would have been primo right there.
That was like the night of prairie dogs. You know what a prairie dog is?
No.
It's a shot glass of cinnamon schnapps with a drop of Tabasco in the center. Tastes just like a Brock's Red Hot candy. I went through a fit.
With Tabasco the whole time.
About 30 minutes. That was a hangover waiting to happen. It was thunderous the next morning.
Well, alrighty then. Thanks for watching.
Thank you very much.
Again, look for that poll, which should be not that poll, but look for a poll on Facebook.
No, just any poll.
Look for our poll on Facebook. I want to have...
See, I'm not an adult yet.
No, I want to have a sausage fest, like an actual barbecue where everybody brings their favorite sausage, and you treat it like a tasting. So you skull, like you touch wieners before you pop them in your mouth, and then I want to write about it. Just exactly like that. The whole story of the giant sausage fest where everybody touched wieners all the time.
Okay, I will tell a bonus joke for those of you watching.
Bonus joke.
I heard this outside the bar a couple nights ago. In Olympia, they have a hot doggery late night that's open.
Okay.
Just drive by or walk by, cash only. At this particular bar, someone came up and gave the guy the hot dog.
Okay.
He took out his wallet to pay his friend for the hot dog.
Okay.
He then took salt.
Out of his wallet?
Guy had salt.
Oh, okay.
And put it in his wallet. Because he'd handed the hot dog back to his buddy to pay him. Handed him the money, took the salt, then took the ketchup, squirted it in the wallet, gave him the ketchup back, put the wallet up to his mouth, realized what he'd done, took the hot dog back, squeezed it out of the wallet, ate the hot dog, and then used the bun to wipe the wallet.
Oh! Gross. Alright, well, guys, on that note, thank you. Have a good evening, and we hope to see you next week.
Sausage Fest. 2 Bards Sausage Fest.
Barden Broughton.